There are two basic fears that people have that are generally the cause of procrastinating to doing what you really want. Fear of failure and fear of not pleasing people. And you know, both of those are just in your head. They don't really exist, right? So looking at what you want to do and organizing all the things that you do and being able to tell somebody that you can't get to them right now. You will find out if they really wanted you or they wanted somebody else or they want it now. And the fear of failure, it doesn't exist either, because you'll figure out a way to have your head above water and you'll learn from it. You'll learn immeasurable lessons from something that you perceived as a failure. It didn't get quite to the place that you wanted, but you learned a lot in the interim. People procrastinate for a project that they need to do, right? And you put it off for a variety of reasons. One, there's something that you are resisting. So maybe you don't have enough information. Maybe you don't have enough knowledge. Maybe you think it's going to take more time than you want to devote to it. Whatever that is, it's an assumption. And it's a routine, a habit you acquired probably in law school, that you procrastinate, you put it off, and then there's this adrenaline rush to get it together. And then you hit the deadline and it's like, yes, I did it. But at what cost? If you can get it done on a reasonable schedule that gives you this satisfaction like that adrenaline rush did, that's a whole other thing. And what I recommend my clients do is take the big project, break it down in its component parts, and assign a time for it. So I'm going to do the research and it should take about an hour. I'm going to write the brief and I'm going to So you take all the pieces apart and you assign a time for it. And then you pick one. Because I have an hour today, I'm going to do that one, that component part. You set the alarm for an hour. When the alarm goes off, you back away from the project and you feel like, okay, I got one of the pieces done. And you do that over and over again to complete the project. And what we've done, because I've done this before, that's how I finished my online coaching program. I had a whole series of deadlines, my deadlines, and a whole series of accomplishments of that adrenaline rush that I got that part done. Oh, I felt so good. And it's reinforcing that habit of accomplishing the pieces, not just the value, that adrenaline rush when you get to the end. And I think that is very, very helpful in a whole variety of things, because even in business development, there should be a rejoicing in the fact that you met somebody that could be a possible client. Yes, I have a new lead. And making an appointment to talk to them can be another, yes, I got an appointment. So you rejoice in each little piece. And at the end, they may hire you or they may not. But you've created this process that's fueling, as opposed to, I got to do all this, I got to do this, and I may not even get the client. That's pretty dull and off-putting. So figure out a way that the process itself is invigorating. And each time you get a little reinforcement. And it may not be the adrenaline rush you got when you finally handed in the paper after procrastinating and doing an all-nighter. But do you really want that to be the cost of having some pleasure and reinforcement that you're doing what you want?